Hello, everyone. I'm ZHAO Chuang. Today, we're going to draw the body of Allosaurus. The Allosaurus or other carnivores we used to draw are often in a walking posture, which can show the relationship between the various parts of their bodies. What we are going to show this time is a sitting Allosaurus. We can imagine what it looked like when it sat and rested. At present, many fossilized sitting imprints of dinosaurs have been found. From the imprints, such as the relationship between the feet and ischium, we can roughly deduce the actions made as the dinosaur sat on the ground. When Allosaurus sat on the ground, if its body was raised very high, it could observe whether there were enemies or prey around at the same time. We can assume such a scene to describe it. Now, let's get started. First, we need to understand its pelvis. Like many theropods, its pelvis was made up of the ilium of this shape, roughly like this. Below the ilium, the pubis was in the front, and the ischium was at the rear, with the one behind the other. When it sat on the ground, its ischium mainly supported the body, and the front pubis would be lifted forward to leave the ground. The ischium served to support the body. Then, let's determine the position of its ischium. Then here located its ilium. We can directly draw the outline of the ilium, because its ilium was the same height as the sacral vertebra inside. This is the outline of its back. Let's draw its legs. The joints of its femur were here. The theropod's femur were about the same length as its pubis. We can imagine moving up around this axis, and its knees were probably here. Its calf was about the same length as the thigh, and the thigh was probably here. So its calf and ankle should be here. Next were its metatarsus, and its toes and claws. It was basically like this when sitting on the ground, supported by the ischium at the rear. We can simply restore this part of its legs, roughly like this. Then there were the muscles in the back of the thigh, connected to the back of the pelvis. Then the muscles of the calf, the ankle, the metatarsus, then its toes and claws, and the pads under them. On the back of its thighs, there was a membrane attached to the tail, which some dinosaurs had. Behind was its tail, which might have been swung to the side. Up the sacral vertebra was the dorsal spine. Here were the ribs, and further ahead were the shoulder blades, the base of which was attached to the arms. Then the upper arm, the forearm, its 3 fingers, and claws. Here were its breastbones, which extended down to its belly. We can draw some wrinkles on the belly. And then moving up were its neck, and head, and we can simply show the head. We briefly draw the ground, and then outline the other hand. Good, like this, we've finished drawing this sitting Allosaurus.